All right, let's talk about data. It's moving everywhere, all the time. But how do we make sure our really sensitive files, the important stuff, get where they're going safely? Today, we're diving into the tech that's basically a digital armored car for your files, managed file transfer.
Seriously, think about that for a second. You've got a payroll file, a crucial client report, or maybe a patient record. You click send, and then what? You're kind of just hoping for the best, right? Does that file actually have the protection it needs for its journey through the wild west of the internet?
Because let's be honest, sending important files without the right security isn't just a little careless, it's incredibly risky business. So many organizations are still stuck in the past, using these manual, ad hoc methods that are just full of security holes.
And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have the old way, what we call ad hoc transfers. Just attaching a file to an email or using some basic tool. It's totally manual, it's risky, and you have zero visibility into what happens after you send it. Then you look at the other side, the secure way. We're talking automated, encrypted, and fully compliant. The difference is just, well, it's night and day.
So why exactly do those old methods fail? Well, for starters, your data can be easily lost or, even worse, intercepted. There's no audit trail, so if something goes sideways, good luck trying to figure out what happened. These methods also choke on large files, and here's the kicker. They almost always fail to meet the strict data protection rules we all have to follow these days.
And this is a huge deal. Regulations like PAPIA or global standards like ISO, they aren't just suggestions on a piece of paper, they're serious legal requirements. If you don't comply, you could be looking at massive fines, a trash reputation, and a whole lot of legal trouble. So this isn't just some IT problem, this is a business survival problem.
Okay, so that's the scary part. But the good news is there is a solution, and it's called Managed File Transfer, or MFT for short. So what exactly is it?
To put it simply, MFT is a specialized platform. Its whole reason for existing is to do one thing and do it incredibly well: move your data securely. It's this single central hub that takes care of everything, from locking down your files with encryption to running things automatically to making sure you're ticking all those compliance boxes. So let's pop the hood. What makes an MFT solution a true digital fortress for your data? Well, it really boils down to a few core fundamental components.
Any really solid MFT platform is built on what we call 3 key pillars. They all work together to create this protective shield around your data. Let's break them down one by one. First up, the absolute foundation, encryption. MFT locks down your data not just while it's flying across the network, that's called in transit, but also when it's just sitting on a server, which is known as at rest. Think of it like this. You're putting your file inside a digital safe that can only be opened by the one person who's supposed to get it. That's it.
Pillar number 2 is automation. And this is huge because it takes the biggest risk factor out of the equation: human error. You can set up these workflows that just run on their own. Something triggers it, the system automatically encrypts and sends the file. It keeps an eye out for a successful delivery, and then it logs every single step. And the best part? It all happens without anyone having to lift a finger.
And finally, we have compliance. MFT platforms create this super detailed, unchangeable record of every single thing that happens. Who sent what file to who at what time, and did it get there successfully? This complete audit trail is absolutely non-negotiable for proving you're following the rules and for figuring out what happened if there's ever a security issue.
Now, beyond those main pillars, a good MFT system has other tricks up its sleeve. It supports all the different secure ways of sending files so you can connect with anyone. And they're built to be tough, to be resilient. You'll see features like failover and load balancing, which basically mean that even if one part of the system hiccups, your data just keeps flowing securely. It's designed to not fail. So we've covered the how, but what about the where? Let's take a look at the industries where this kind of secure file transfer isn't just nice to have, it's an absolute lifeline. And really, the applications are everywhere you look. In the world of finance, it's for sending banking records and statements securely. For healthcare, it's absolutely essential for protecting confidential patient data. Retailers use it to move all their point of sale and inventory data, and governments depend on it to share sensitive info securely between different departments.
So, let's bring this all home. If there is one single thing to take away from all this, it's this simple but powerful idea.
The way you choose to transfer your data, that's not just some minor technical detail. It is a core part of your entire security strategy, your business strategy. Getting it right protects you.
It protects your partners and it protects your customers. But getting it wrong? Well, that can put absolutely everything on the line.
And that really leaves us with one last question to think about. Take a real hard look at how your own organization sends its most valuable data. Is that process a strength? A secure asset that you can actually count on? Or is it a hidden liability, just sitting there, waiting for something to go wrong? The answer to that question is more important now than it has ever been.